Hello dear students. Now we will learn about the evaporation. In the previous chapter also I have already discussed to you. This is a process. Evaporation is the process, condensation is a process, transpiration is a process, precipitation is a process. So these all are the terms in which you are using the water. Get it my point? What happened with the evaporation process? So in this process liquid state changes into the gaseous state. Get it my point? Liquid state changes into gaseous states. How it is possible? Suppose you are having a utensils which is filled with the water. Okay. Now you are going to provide the heat continuously. Then what will happen? After some time you will see that your utensils is just empty, going to empty. Why? Because all the water which is present inside the utensils are getting evaporate, are changes into the water vapor. So water is changes into water vapor. This process is known as evaporation. So this process we can see first, because that process was first. But all the time dear students, in the place of water, where you can say in the bucket, or you can say in the sea or ocean, nearby the sea and oceans, if you are seeing that, you have to watch carefully that after getting heat from the sunlight, water getting evaporation. Okay, water getting evaporate. So water is changes into the water vapor. That process is known as the evaporation. And you know, evaporation of water is a slow process. Actually in our daily life we have to see that whenever we are just going to dry our clothes, for drying our clothes, what we have to do, just hang all the wet clothes. After some time we will see that the water droplets coming from the wet clothes and drop down over the surface of your roof. Okay, so what will happen after some time? You will see that in the sunlight water easily getting evaporate. Okay, now after some time you will feel that your clothes is getting dry. So how it has happened? Definitely there is an evaporation process dear students, and you know this process is going on continuously in sea and ocean. Not only here, in our daily life, if you are just pouring or droplets of water into that wall, after some time you will see that water droplets is getting vanished. So where has gone? Actually the water is converted into the water vapor. It means there is a evaporation process. Get it my point? Okay students. Now let's move towards the condensation process. It is just opposite of the evaporation. Here the liquid state changes into gaseous state. In this condensation, the gaseous state changes into liquid form. Gaseous state changes into liquid form. How it is possible? How it is possible? Okay. So gaseous state changes into liquid form. This process is known as a condensation. So dear students, have you seen the rain? How the rain is coming back to the earth? How it is possible? So what will happen? Just listen to me. We will learn in the water cycle. Okay dear students? So dear students, how the fog is formed? Okay. How it is formed? You know, in the air there is a too cold in winter night. The air is too cold in winter night. You know what will happen at that time? The water vapor which is just present in the air. Okay. So water vapor is getting condenses. Okay. At a very low height, then there is the formation of fog. You know, the kohra in which we cannot able to see in the distances. Okay. So that is your fog, and fog always be formed at a low height. Okay, at a low height. Get it my point students? Now how the clouds are formed? Have you seen at this, in this sky you have seen that the whitish clouds will be there. So how it is possible, how it is formed? So just listen to me students. As we move up near about a kilometer, okay, just above the surface of our earth, that place is a cold. That place is a cold where the temperature is very low. Okay. Now due to the low temperature, water vapor again condenses into the water droplet. Okay. Why? Because the temperature is very low. If we are just moving in upper side you can say a kilometer. Okay, a kilometer, as we are just moving from the surface of our earth, then we will get that there is a very less temperature. Less temperature, it means definitely there will be cold. Okay, there will be cold, and due to the less temperature, what will happen? The water vapor condenses into the water droplets. Now the small droplets will be there. Okay, now the small droplets are just going to mix with the dust particles, and then there is the formation of clouds. Okay students, then there is the formation of clouds. You know, when the small clouds are just getting together, just mixed together, then there is the formation of a big cloud. Okay, when they collide with each other, then the rain will come. Get it my point? And the water come back to the earth surface. So this entire process is a water cycle, you can say. Okay students, you can say these things. Just take a glass which is half with the water. So dear students, just have a look in this practical. Now you have to take a glass which is half filled with the water. Okay, wipe the glass from the outer side with a clean piece of cloth. Now add some ice cube which is in solid state. Okay, now mix it into the water. Now wait for a minute or half minute only, generally it will take. Now you have seen that the small water droplets you can able to see in the outer side of the this glass. So how it is happened, dear students? Actually, from where do the water drops appear on the outer side of the glass? Actually, what will happen? Just listen to me. The cold surface of the glass, look here, the cold surface of the glass containing iced water and cools the air which is around it. Means the air is present here. Now the cold water is just evaporate. Okay, starting for evaporation, starting for condensation. Now the water vapor of the air condenses on the surface of the glass. Have you seen this? You know, dear student, the process of condensation plays an important role in bringing water back to the surface of the earth. So that's why as we go higher from the surface of the earth, it gets cooler, and when the air moves up, it gets cooler and the cooler. At sufficient height, the air becomes so cool, and the water vapor present means in the air that always be getting converted into the tiny droplets of water. Get it my point? So it is these tiny droplets that remain floating in the air, and that floating which we have to see from the earth's surface, that is a cloud, dear students. So it has happened that many droplets of water come together to form a larger size drops of water. You know, the some drops of water becomes so heavy that they begin to fall. Get it my point? Thus water in the form of vapor goes into the air by evaporation. So this process, this entire process, evaporation, transpiration, condensation, these all are from the clouds and then come back to the ground as a rainfall, hail or snow, you can say. So these all terms which I am using here, all the terms are just related to the water cycle. Okay, thank you for watching this video, dear students.